savanna holds its breath. A heavy, scaly, invasive force.
The Komodo Dragon launches. 80 kilograms of island muscle reaching top speed in 2 seconds.
The porcupine does not run.
The dragon's open mouth slams into a wall of spears.
Before the quills tear loose from the rodent's skin.
Drives 3-inch keratin spikes through his lips and deep into his gums. The force of his own charge. The dragon recoils. He tries to shake his head, but the quills are barbed. They hold fast.
In the wild, aggression is usually the winning currency.
The Komodo Dragon spends his life as a hammer, seeing the world as nails.
But tonight, he has struck a spike.
2 quills tear loose from the porcupine's back, staying embedded in the lizard's snout. A painful souvenir.
The porcupine resets. He is the Cape porcupine, a 30-kilogram tank.
He rattles his tail, a warning sound that vibrations right through the chest.
The dragon is confused. On his island, nothing fights back like this. This is not a predator hunting prey anymore. This is a brawl. The dragon circles, looking for a soft angle.
He lunges for the flank.
The porcupine pivots.
It is a geometry war. Wherever the dragon goes, the dragon changes tactics. He realizes the bite is suicide. The tail snaps forward. A scaled whip moving at 6 miles per hour.
The shockwave is absorbed. The fortress slides 2 feet in the dirt, but does not tip.
The dragon is off balance now. He has overextended. The porcupine seizes the split-second gap. He doesn't retreat. He charges. Backward.
The hollow spikes bypass the scales, sinking deep into the pectoral muscle.
The dragon roars, a sound of pure shock. He tries to push away, but the barbs are microscopic fishhooks. They only want to go deeper. The lizard scrambles back, dragging the porcupine with him for a terrifying second. Before the quills tear loose from the rodent's skin. The dragon retreats. His nose is bleeding. His chest is studded with black and white shafts. He limps into the darkness. The physics of the encounter have declared a winner. The porcupine remains frozen. The adrenaline surges through his small frame. He does not celebrate. Survival is not a victory. It is merely a postponement of death. He shakes. A ripple of noise runs down his spine as the quills settle back into place.
But the night is not over.
And on the African savanna, blood is a dinner bell.
He moves, not running, but waddling with purpose.
The fortress moves. He is winded. The adrenaline crash is beginning, making every step feel like lifting lead.
He needs silence. He needs invisibility.
50 meters away, a pair of radar dishes swivel.
A specialist in small game, designed for precision, not power. She hears the heavy paws scuffing the dirt. She is a ghost in the grass, legs like stilts, elongated for leverage. She does not stalk, she flows. She doesn't attack from the ground. She knows the rules. The ground belonged to the quills.
So she changes the axis.
Launch! Looking down at the exposed neck of the rodent, the porcupine cannot look up. His anatomy forbids it.
But he feels the air displacement. He triggers the anti-air pivot.
The serval descends, claws extended for the nose. But the nose is gone. Instead, she lands inches from the fan of spears.
She rebounds instantly. Second strike. She tries to flank him from the air, dropping behind his shoulder.
Rejected.
The porcupine pivots again. His reaction time is 0. He keeps his rear locked onto her trajectory.
It is a magnetic defense. Wherever she lands, the wall is waiting.
The serval pauses. She stands just out of range, chest heaving. She runs the calculus.
She looks at the quills. She looks at her paws. For a jumper, a pierced foot is a death sentence. It means starvation. She folds. The math doesn't work. She turns and vanishes into the tall grass, seeking softer prey. The fortress remains unbreached.
The porcupine enters a narrow game trail, a tunnel of thorns.
There is no room to maneuver, and the path is blocked.
A dark shape materializes, shoulders broad, coat like a skunk, attitude like a chainsaw.
The honey badger.
This is not a predator. This is the general of the savannah. He has loose, rubbery skin that can turn inside a lion's mouth. The porcupine stops. He stamps his feet, a rhythmic thud, thud, thud.
A polite request to yield.
The badger ignores it. He trots forward, head low. He does not yield. He takes.
This is not a hunt. This is a dominance display.
Contact. The porcupine reverses, presenting the shield. The badger doesn't care. He bites directly into the quills. It is madness. The badger is chewing on keratin spikes, trying to crush them to get to the meat. His thick skin protects him from the worst of the barbs, but the geometry is impossible.
The porcupine realizes this enemy cannot be deterred by pain. He needs a different weapon. Acoustic warfare.
He vibrates his tail at maximum frequency,
creating a wall of sound. It is deafening at close range.
The badger releases the quill. He shakes his head, ears ringing. The noise is annoying. It is a waste of time. The badger looks at the porcupine. He calculates the calories. Breaking this fortress will take an hour.
He has honey to find.
He steps sideways, crushing the thorns of the bush to make his own path.
He brushes past the porcupine, inches away, without looking back.
Disrespectful to the end. The porcupine exhales. The muscles in his back relax, lowering the spurs slightly. He has survived the brute. But the noise of the standoff has traveled.
Something that doesn't rely on brute force, but on the perfect, silent strike.
The ground is not safe. The forest floor is a carpet of brown and gold geometry. Hidden within the pattern is the gaboon viper.
Thicker than a human arm. He does not hunt by chasing. He hunts by becoming the earth itself.
He is a loaded spring. He possesses the longest fangs in the reptilian world, 2 inches of hypodermic death. He has been waiting here for 3 days without moving a scale. The porcupine waddles forward. He is looking for roots. He does not see the pattern. Step. His front paw lands inches from the viper's coil. The trigger is pulled.
The strike is invisible to the naked eye. 175 miles per hour.
The head launches forward, mouth unhinging.
The target is the porcupine's flank. The viper aims for the soft beat of the heart.
It is a structural mismatch. The quill is hard, curved keratin. The fang is brittle bone.
The strike deflects instantly, sliding harmlessly off the armor plating. No venom is injected.
The porcupine feels the impact. He doesn't think. He reacts.
He swings his body like a wrecking ball. The heavy mass of quills slams into the viper's head mid-retraction.
Its perfect camouflage broken.
The snake coils defensively, hissing a warning. But the porcupine is already moving. He treats the deadly assassin as nothing more than a tripping hazard.
The armor did its job. Passive defense. The porcupine didn't need to win a fight. He just needed to be unbreakable.
But as he moves into the clearing, the challenges shift from stealth to stamina.
The wind carries a new sound. Not a roar, not a hiss, a giggle.
The scout is watching.
A shadow detached from the darkness, mottled fur, large, rounded ears. The African wild dog.
He is a scout, a single unit of a larger machine.
He weighs only 25 kilograms, a fraction of the Komodo Dragon's mass. But he possesses a weapon the porcupine lacks.
Infinite stamina. The porcupine bristles. He is tired. The quills feel heavier now. He wants a standoff. He wants the enemy to charge so he can use the reverse ram. The dog refuses the bait. He knows the geometry. He doesn't attack the rear, he attacks the fuel tank. He watches the rodent spin, tongue lolling out. He looks amused. This is the bloody... He attacks again from the left. The porcupine spins again. The heavy tank engine is overheating. The dog nips. A lightning-fast bite to the unprotected nose. The porcupine snaps. He abandons defense. He swings his tail with desperate violence. The quills are painful, but he does not flee.
He has confirmed the target is slow. He has confirmed the target is tired.
He lowers his head and lets out the call. The bell has been rung. The porcupine freezes. The scout was just the beginning. The executioners have arrived. The porcupine pushes his heavy frame to the limit. It is his only chance. He runs. They try to cut him off. Two dogs sweep left, diving for the nose. They are fast, fluid, and silent. He slams his rear against the hard baked clay of the mound.
The pack arrives in full. 6 of them. Painted wolves. They stop.
They sneeze, a voting mechanism, a signal of agreement. They form a perimeter. They assess the bunker. The alpha female steps forward. She tests the range. She lunges.
The porcupine flares. The quills erect fully, doubling his volume instantly.
The signal is given. Attack! They don't attack all at once. They attack in waves. As he pivots, a second dog dives in from the right. He aims for the soft underbelly. The porcupine realizes the mistake too late. Teeth graze his shoulder.
He thrashes violently, swinging his tail blindly into the mass of fur.
A lucky hit. A quill drives into the attacker's snout. Two dogs begin to dig at the sides of the mound. They want to undermine his footing. The dust rises. The porcupine is blinded by the red earth.
He is burning energy he does not have. Every rattle, every lunge drains him. The pack changes tactics. They stop trying to bite the flesh. They target the armor itself. A Lycaon pictus lunges through the smoke, moving with intensity.
Miscalculation. The dog yelps and backflips away, pawing at its face. They tighten the noose. They realize they cannot bite him. They have to dig him out. The quills rip free. Blood wells up on the porcupine's back. The porcupine roars, a sound rarely heard, a guttural bass note. He thrashes the tail fan violently. The hollow rattling sounds like a machine gun now. The porcupine feels the vibration. He shifts his weight. Crushed. He pins the dog's head against the hard clay with his quill-covered flank. Leverage. The dog panics. The quills press into its face. It scrambles backward. But the pack is hurting too. One dog is limping with a quill in its shoulder. The alpha female looks at the porcupine. She looks at her pack.
She runs the numbers.
The alpha sneezes, then turns her back.
The pack dissolves into the shadows as quickly as they appeared.
The sun exposes the truth. The darkness retreats, taking the chaos with it. The porcupine uncurls. It is a slow, painful process. He steps away from the termite mound. The red clay is stained. He walks to a small puddle. He lowers his head. He drinks. In the wild, we worship the predator. We obsess over the teeth, the claws, the speed. The other side. We forget the other side of the equation.
Survival is not always about who can kill. Sometimes it is simply about who refuses to die.
But he understands the physics of pain better than any creature of this continent.
The unstoppable force met the immovable object.
If you respect the fortress, hit the like button. If you want to see the honey badger return,